healing, self-care,
mental health,
Black, joy,
women.
real Black girl shit. To be whole is to be healed. Black girl joy, healing journey. Black woman be whole. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Black Woman Be Whole podcast. We're your hosts Kim, Marquia, and Ednesha, and we are Black women working on being whole.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, y'all? We on episode 2 for season 4 entitled Blah
We
Blah
back.
Blue Blue Blue. This season we're exploring themes of connection and reconnection. So the various topics we cover will fall under one of these categories. And for this episode, we'll explore the connection between relationships and marriage and beauty standards. So want to make a plug. If you haven't attended one of our virtual happy hours on the third Thursday of the month, join us for the next one on Thursday, May 17th at 7 p.m. Check the link tree on our social media and grab a spot. We'll be talking about mental health for Mental Health Awareness Month. All right, y'all. So before we get into that, as usual, we're switching up things this season. We want to keep it fresh. So we're asking a new question every episode instead of what are you working on? So my first question is, what's one thing you learned about yourself this week? What's up, Woody?
Okay. I learned a lot about myself this week. I know this might sound crazy, but I think I'm tired of going on vacation. Yeah, I said it. I go on a lot of vacations, y'all. And I look back last year and I went away 22 times. I am going to Las Vegas on a girls trip. I am tired of packing. Like legit, the whole packing process, figuring out what to bring, what not to bring, the whole process of figuring out the knee, what's going to hurt the knee, what's not. Are those sneakers cute enough? Are they also comfortable enough? Are those shoes cute enough? Are they also comfortable enough? I'm tired, y'all, all while working my regular hours. And then I'm up all night packing. And then I still got to go to work too. So I think I'm tired of vacationing just because I'm tired of packing. And now I'm figuring out, and I don't want to say this, I don't know how I feel about the girls trip because I feel like I got to make more decisions. It feels like when I'm with my husband, it feels very easy because we always vacation together. So I know what to expect. I find the restaurants, I find the places. He usually says, okay, we're good. I'm about to go away with 5 other women. There's a lot of opinions, right? Some people don't want to do the work, but then they're going to have a lot of shit to say once you pick something that doesn't work. And I'm one of the pickers. Kim is one of the pickers. So now once we pick some shit, what if nobody likes it, but they agreed to it on a group chat, and here we go. And I'm tired. That's what I learned about myself. I'm tired. I might even have decision fatigue. I think I got it all in there.
Okay. I won't say I learned anything new. I mean, just reinforced that I don't like stupidity. I feel like that's a thing that's reinforced every single week. Something about people that are not willing to take the initiative to figure things out for themselves. The time it takes you to send me an email to ask me to do something, chances are you could have typed that into Google and figured out how to do it yourself and had it done much faster.
Google it, bitch.
There's a website that my former coworker put me onto a long time ago. It's called Let Me Google That. And what you do is you go to the website, you type in whatever the person asked you about, and then you send them the link, and it takes them to Google it and says like, "What? That wasn't that easy." Yeah.
People are kind of helpless. They be acting like they don't know nothing. Fuck, what
At
you
all.
think YouTube and Google is for? Watch a video. Put it in. You got.
How did you think I learned it? Like that's the thing. Like so, I learned how to do it. So I'm just supposed to keep doing it, and you don't need to learn anything.
Shit is crazy. I'm with you on that one.
Lazy.
Oop.
Worthless.
And
the people, and one more, and the people that use Facebook as fucking like, oh, give me a suggestion, get out of here. Again, Google is right there. No, I'm not telling you where you should eat. I'm not. No, because guess what? There's a website for that. It's called Yelp.
It's the
There's Google
yellow
reviews.
pages for people
Like,
that know.
no, like I'm not like
Listen, Yelp is not good for black spaces and spots though.
Well, I
Because
mean, you
people
have
be
to
giving
read
them
though.
2 stars. Like,
But that's why you read it. Like, again, don't be lazy. Look at it and then read. Is it Mildred complaining that she didn't get 14 napkins and she only got 10? It is subjective. People choose what they are rating on. So you should read a couple of them, but use them. Look at the pictures. Ask them people. They want to tell you about it. I don't. So.
yeah, strong words, y'all. Don't be asking Marquia for nothing. Not a damn thing.
She not the one.
For real, for real. This has been brewing and it's here. It's finally happened. I am not good at multitasking any fucking more, y'all. I'm like, this shit is real. Like, if I gotta go here, I'm fucked. I'm behind.
Where did all your skills go, kid?
Bitch,
You're very skilled in multitasking at one time. I
need that whole thing back because this shit is crazy. It's crazy. I'm like, what's going on? Why the hell am I not able to think through things?
I think it's because your brain is tired, which, you know what? Let me be quiet. But I think your brain is tired.
I write it down and like, bitch, you didn't do none of it. If you didn't start by this time, you done. So that's where I am. So yeah, I got to figure that out because the things going on in my life are like, fuck it, let's do it. Now, I got a good question for y'all. What's your take on the public's response to the question that so many people are weighing in on social media? And the question is, would you rather be stuck in a forest with a man or a bear?
I have not seen this question, so I didn't know the public was weighing in on this, but go ahead, Marquia. I'm going to let you start. I ain't never seen this question before, Kim, but I trust you.
If you Google it, you'll see it's in the news. It made the newspaper.
Oh, man.
Now, what type of man is this?
It's just about a man or a bear.
But is this like a Black American
man? They just said a man. They asked everybody, a man or a bear.
Did we ask about race?
Listen, a Jamaican man can build a shelter, might know how to kill the bear. American man gonna look at me and say, so what we about to do? I need to know more. Like, do I have to say so?
Let me give you context.
Okay.
So women are saying they'd rather be stuck in the forest with a bear because the bear might harm you if it's frightened. That's the reality. The bear ain't gonna stalk you. The bear ain't gonna fuck with your life, ruin your credit. The bear ain't gonna do none of that.
But if we're in the woods, do we need credit?
Yeah. My credit.
Right. The credit part. I'm like, that's what I'm like.
What is to do any of the things that a human man would do?
But the bear also might eat me.
About the men that you know.
This is a question on social media. I promise.
But the bear also may just very well be like, and I'm gonna eat you. I don't want fish today.
Right.
You look tasty today.
The thing is, the bear is not going to do anything to you unless you're scaring it or it feels attacked. That's the whole thing. The bear ain't gonna, you could be in the forest at 12 p.m. at night. If you don't scare the bear, you good.
Girl, I'm gonna go with something else.
You have 2 options, ma'am. You got to pick one.
What's your take on the public's response?
It says or. I mean, I'm going to assume that the women are choosing the bears. And I mean...
Yes, they are.
Yeah. These 2024 men, unfortunately, are putting people in positions
I'm going with a man any day.
Consider bears.
I
would pick a man, personally. I would pick a man.
I might need to be kept warm. He could keep me warm.
He could possibly kill the bear. We could eat the
bear. We could kill the bear.
The bear ain't gonna do nothing to you. The bear's not gonna do nothing to you.
Well, we don't know that the man will either. We could kill the bear and eat the bear. And we can strategize about how to get out the forest. Me and the bear can't strategize.
The bear is
it
happy
says
where
stuck
he
in the
is.
forest. It ain't saying nothing about get out. Read the question,
man. In a forest.
Wouldn't you try to get out? Yeah.
You said stuck.
I did say stuck.
I'm trying to
get out. I'm trying to get out the forest. First of all, this is not.
They ain't see the question on.
I didn't see the question,
media.
And also, girl,
if you Google it right now,
anyway.
You can see it. You can see it.
Kim, are you trying to throw shade at our answer? Is that it? That's, like, you don't feel very accepting. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm feeling right now.
All right. I think it's a very interesting conversation that is being asked about.
Well, we just had one.
You
sound like you going with the bear.
I said, what's your take on the public's response? Not your answer.
I think the issue with your question is you thought that we knew what the question was. We haven't seen a response. Okay, I thought you just wanted our take.
Yeah, that's why I misunderstood the ask as well. But I mean, it's unfortunate. It's a sad world when niggas would rather live with the bear.
Right.
That's what's going on. A lot of people choosing the bear. That's the crazy part. And they got a lot of reasons why they choose a bear.
Antisocial ass people.
Nah, they safety.
You lack engagement skills.
Well, you know what? Now, once you go see that shit, you're gonna be like, that's not the answer I should have gave. I said your take on a public response. We did it,
like
y'all.
Like the kids say, I'm standing on business.
Stand on business.
I said what I said.
So next time we do something like that, we'll make sure it's sick, because damn. All right. Thank you for your answers. I appreciate it.
Didn't mean to disappoint.
Yeah. It feels very dismissive right now.
Didn't mean to disappoint you, Mom.
Right. I don't know how I feel about the rest of this podcast with you.
The question is, what's your take on the public's response to the question?
I don't even know it was a question.
Response. We gave you our response.
Oh, yes.
I feel like I went off the island right now. Damn.
Right. They said what they motherfucking said. All right, let's get to the topic.
Thank you for acknowledging us.
I love it. I love it. Listen. They said, help the bear, because that bitch gonna need it. All right. So today we are talking about the intersection of beauty standards, relationships, and the impact on Black women's mental health. And I think that today's beauty standards are unrealistic and unattainable in some way. And it's really impacting Black women's well-being, self-esteem, self-worth, and ability to have happy and healthy relationships, not only with themselves, but with others. These standards are influencing how desirable we feel, and that in turn impacts how we navigate the dating and marriage scene and what we think we deserve. So on one hand, you have Black women perceive themselves, and on the other hand, how Black women are perceived by others. And so due to these expectations, we're modifying our bodies, compromising ourselves, accepting bottom-of-the-barrel behavior, a lot of tomfoolery, and some fuckery. And that's not to say that, good things aren't happening, but there's a lot more women who I think are speaking to this topic, right? It's being normalized for Black women to accept things that are damaging us in so many ways. What's up with that?
Right. So much so that niggas would rather be on an island with a bear or in the forest with a bear.
I mean, but let's say this.
No, I'm not even trying to be funny.
For real. Shit, though. We are getting rid of that ride or die shit. I'm telling you. Black women are like, y'all could keep that ride or die shit. That shit was the 90s.
No, but think about this, right? Like when I think about the impact that media has on us, because that's a big ass culprit. You see all these dating shows that are popular, unrealistic, and toxic, yo. You got The Bachelor, Bachelorette. You got 90 Day Fiance, Love Island, Love is Blind, and so many more. And Ednesha's favorite, Love After Lockup. That shit is wild.
Come on.
Love After Lockup is very chaotic. I'm not going to hold you.
Every Friday at 8:00. And
not them long ass episodes, child. Them episodes be 4,000 hours long.
Okay, I just want to put it out there. I'm going to let you finish. It's not just love after lockup now. It's love during lockup.
Oh,
so we get to see all the things, and we get to see the day you get out, while you're in there, all of it, baby.
Now, which one is that with a girl got the video cameras in her house that her boyfriend is watching from jail?
That's Love After Lockup. That's the new season, Kim. I see you've been watching.
Intense.
No, I've been reading it. They've been talking about it because of the toxicity.
Only don't have cameras in the bathroom and in the kids' rooms. But everywhere else, he does. He sees everything that she does.
From jail? I'm in jail too?
He sees what the kids do, and he can speak because they can hear him.
Oh,
and he'll be like, you're not supposed to leave that there. Pick up that.
So he's traumatizing the children?
Yes, girl.
And he watches her when she sleeps. So like she'll wake up and he'll be like, I'm right here, baby. Don't worry.
Oh no.
I'm watching.
Girl. AKA don't have no man in my house. That's very strange.
Well, it's not really his house, of course, because of course she had the house before she got
no,
but
no,
that don't matter.
Listen. I think a lot of these shows are really giving a lot of toxic messages for people for how to be in relationships. I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't
I would
know,
agree. I would
know.
even say, I like 90 Day Fiance.
A lot of this is about control.
But yes, I'm always going to be team foreigner when it comes to 90 Day Fiance, because the Americans definitely be scamming folks in here talking about, oh my God,
Team
like
foreigner.
I
I
am
live
team unrealistic expectations because
it's
that's what all this shit is.
because they be like, oh, you going to, I live in America. They think they're going to New York City. Now they in the sticks and they like, what the hell? This
They
look like
in
home.
rural middle America. They
Right.
stay up in middle America. Like what?
Like,
No,
this
it's
look like my
wild.
house. Why I come here? And I'm like,
In
plot twist.
Kansas, all types of places. Like how I get here? Ain't no other black people, especially people from the black countries. They come, ain't no other black people around. That's what you get.
And then they got an attitude because the
And
family's not
snow.
accepting them, right? And it snows, right? And then I left my home for this. Yeah,
Oh, I
Like,
love
where's the
all of
warm
that
beach?
shit.
But like when I think about the women on there and the things they do and they say to try and get somebody else, think about Flavor Flav, man.
I know, dog.
Foofy,
Ugh.
foofy. Come
Foofy,
on.
foofy, Brigitte and
No.
Flav, Strange Love. A time in reality television. A hot
Ray
mess.
J, Ray J Love. What were
Oh
his name?
God.
They wasn't doing it for the gram back then, but they was definitely doing it for something because
For the
this is wow.
VH1.
Yes.
For the
When I think
Viacom.
about all these damn relationship shows and how many women were on it, it boggles my mind. And a lot of things that women accepted, they became a scarcity mentality. So now you want that motherfucker more. And you shouldn't.
You should not.
You should not. So I just want to talk about this topic because I want Black women to know that we are beautiful in all shades and shapes. Because colorism be fucking us up too, despite
Mhm.
what society tell us. And we
Say it
have a
again.
right to love that is rooted in honor, respect,
Come on.
trust, safety,
Yes.
joy, and lastly, a lack of humiliation and embarrassment. Because I'll be
Okay.
goddamn if these motherfuckers ain't out here embarrassing y'all left and right. So
Don't forget about love and hip hop. Oh,
Mm.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Listen, I saw something with who was it? It was
Let's stay
Scrappy that was
focused.
Keisha
talking
Cole
about
Scrappy. I was like, now, sir.
what
Not
he
with
said
your this
about
naive.
what he said about Kurt and what's her name?
And
Rashida.
My name
Like
Rashida, and
he
I rap
said
like
she will
Shawty.
accept anything that man does and she'll never leave him.
And
Chaba.
all she could do is keep shut.
No lies were told. So
And he looked like one of the California raisins. That's
And you know he older than her. He got it when she was young too.
that's
yeah.
what be happening. So, what I really just want to say, I'm gonna just say like to Black women, yo, bitch, you are a goddess and fuck anybody who tells you otherwise. Stop letting this shit happen to you. Go get your happily ever after. And let's not keep doing this to ourselves. So let's get into the conversation.
Okay.
Right.
All right, preacher, go ahead and
I
preach.
know. What?
Word
So
up.
I want to start with the formative years because that's what shaped us, right? We've seen some things, we learned some things. So what did you learn about beauty standards and from who?
I guess I'll take this. What did I learn about beauty standards? Okay, so first off, my grandmother lived with us. It was my grandmother, my mother, my dad, and then 7 children. Okay, so there's a lot going on. I think that as far as beauty standards, I look to my mother to give me those standards. I do remember straight hair being a thing. Now my mom has very light hair, and so my hair looked like nothing like hers. But I do remember having to get my hair straightened like every Sunday. And everybody got a story about a hot comb burning them on their neck or burning them on their ear. But I remember that I wanted my hair straight. I remember that was a really big thing. I do remember being girly or the standard was like I was supposed to look pretty and be pretty. So I remember liking to wear pretty dresses and things like that. I was also a tomboy, so I remember kind of having both of them go on. I think that and I'm of the There was like the Jerry curl too when I was younger.
You
Y'all
had a
know about
Jerry
that. I had a
curl?
Jerry curl. I had a Jerry curl. The Jerry curl juice was in.
You was
I was
like, your
like, Mama,
soul
I want a
Just
glow?
let your
Jerry
soul
curl.
glow.
Yes. So in the winter when it was cold, she used to put the little plastic cap on my joint after she finished. You know, she sprayed that shit up before school, put the cap on, and then she put my hat on my way to school in the morning to keep it fresh and glistening. But yeah, I think that I wanted to be just like my mom. And so growing up, I started to dress like her. I used to have long skirts on in my 20s. Fuck, it's like, why you got a long skirt on? Because I wanted to be like my mom. But I think the beauty standard, which I can remember the most, was straight hair, wanting long hair. I didn't have long hair. So even with my little ponytails, I didn't have that much hair. And my siblings used to have this song, A's for Apple, J's for Jack, Booty don't got no hair in the back. I'm sorry to say it, but it's a fact. She need to use more grease in the back. Yes, they used to sing that to me. As you can see, I still remember it, so it's traumatizing.
You said that shit word for word.
Yeah. And so my hair was short. It wasn't that long. And I remember wanting long hair and I remember wanting straight hair. And I like to dress up in like pretty dresses and stuff when I was younger and wear bright colors. So that's the standard I remember, I guess.
I don't know if I remember a standard per se. I just know that I had a dad who bought lots of turtlenecks and like sweatpants and was like, yes, this is what you should wear.
Oh, he was on the cover up committee.
Yes.
Come on, Daddy, not you out here covering me up.
The cover up committee.
Like at Christmas, turtlenecks.
Oh shit.
Yeah, a lot of turtlenecks. I remember a lot of that. And you know, I'm the fat one, I guess, in the family, right? So like I don't think my parents knew how to handle the fact that I was a shapely person. So it was just a lot of like, you can't wear that without explanation. And I never thought I was cute. So I just kind of existed in life and I was just kind of like, I'm just a person. I was smart. So if you know me personally, I'm very big on like, you can call me whatever, but you can't take away me being smart because looks were never really a thing. Like my mom is not pro makeup. I had a relaxer for a very short amount of time, 8 years total. Freshman year of high school, senior year of college. I remember I cut my hair. My mother was very upset. My sister told me I looked like a dirty Q-tip, so that was fun.
Yo, what the
siblings
what?
ain't shit. I just want to put it out there. Go ahead. Yo.
Yeah, did my I cut my hair right before graduation. It was breaking off. And I remember Lisa, our family friend who ended up passing away, unfortunately, recently. But I remember Lisa being like, girl, it's breaking. What you want to do? And I was like, all right, I guess we cutting it. And my mother was like, why would you do this the day before graduation?
Oh, yeah. She was like, the pictures.
And I was just like, yeah, but it's my hair. And it was falling out. So I was going to be bald headed looking anyway. So
you just
might
did
as well
what
be
you
bald.
had to do.
Right. So yeah. That was always my thing. Always had quote unquote weight issues, if you will. Never been a small person, so it's always been people commenting on like, "Oh, your weight," or like, "Oh, you shouldn't wear that," or "Oh, your body," and blah blah blah. So yeah, I guess like I never really subscribed to quote unquote beauty because I was just like, oh, I'm just a person, but I'm smart. So that was the bubble I lived in.
I grew up in a religious family, and the women enforced cover yourself up and wear all these things. I didn't have a lot of like short clothes or things out. Like I really didn't have a style because nobody in my family really had a style. They just wore these bulky kind of clothing. And I still don't really have a style. I love to wear black. And I can't
Oh Lord, that black be taking me down.
My brother decided he was gonna do my laundry. He said, I did 4 bags of just all black clothes. Are you a goth? What's going on with you?
God.
He said, there's no color in your wardrobe. I don't know what to tell you. I don't
And
really,
I also didn't ask you to do my laundry.
Thank you.
Mind your
Part.
business.
That's what happens when you're being nosy.
Right. And then I think as I started to grow, right, like in age and things started to grow and bud, it was even more kind of like policing. So beautiful wasn't a thing or looking pretty or whatever. When I was younger, I had really long hair. They put me in little dresses and parade me around, and Easter, was like the joint. And so,
oh yeah, Easter,
right. As I got older, it was just kind of like, oh no, I'm not that cute little kid no more. I'm about to be a woman or a young woman, and now it looks different in how you talk to me about what I should be, doing. So I also straightened my hair too because I hated them. They wanted me to have long hair, and I had long natural hair, but that shit was terrible because to get your hair done by, motherfuckers who don't have patience,
It was raking that shit.
they didn't give a fuck about your
Rake and
scalp.
rake.
Mhm.
Okay, so was there any conversations about relationships or marriage expectations in your family? I'm very curious about that.
I grew up in a two-parent home. So the conversation was you don't have sex till you get married, and you get married and you stay together. My parents, what am I now? I'm 36. I'll be 37. My parents have been married 39 years come September. That is the example that I had.
How did that shape you?
Was it
Like
ever?
you couldn't even be in a relationship as a young girl and explore,
Well, I also had a dad that was just very like, you don't date until you're like 16. My mom was always very like, did that boy ask to be your boyfriend? Oh, I don't know. It was interesting. Yeah, it was just like you should ask your dad. Like, I don't know if that needs to be asked, but interesting stuff for sure.
Okay. Let me see. Conversations. I too grew up in a two-parent household. So I guess I think that was the standard, right? That's what was modeled for me.
Mm.
So I always thought that I would get married. It was just kind of a no-brainer. As far as I was able to have a boyfriend pretty early. I liked boys young. I do remember that. Um, I don't know when I got my first kiss, but it probably was like third grade or something. I don't know. It probably wasn't a real kiss, but it was a peck or something. So I remember I had boy fever ever since I could remember. I don't even remember that whole like ill boys. I don't remember that. I don't think I went through that time at all. So I probably brought my first boyfriend home at like 12. Like, hey, mom. And he used to I used to come home from school, he used to be sitting in the living room with my grandmother hanging out, talking to her, watching stories and shit. Because we went to two different schools. So I think it was accepted. I mean, I don't think they thought anything of it. They probably didn't think about likes or anything like that. And they were like, okay, she got a little boyfriend. I think what was okay is as long as it was my own age, right? I think the problem comes in when older boys would start liking me. But as long as I was like dating someone or whatever my own age, I think it was fine. I don't know if marriage was specifically talked about, but I do remember wanting to get married. I do remember reading like stories and stuff and how girls got married or whatever. And that was something that I wanted. So it was definitely a conversation that was had. But I do remember it was you go to school first. College was first, and then you can get married. And I had a high school sweetheart, but it was never like, oh, y'all should get married. Oh no, take your butt to college. So I do remember that. So I think the expectation was for me to get married one day, but the expectation was for me first to go to college and get my education. And so I think that that comes out of like that whole independent Black woman thing. Make sure you have your own. And my mom, even though she was a married woman, she was very independent. She always had her own money as well. So I think that she really kind of instilled that in us. And she had 4 girls and 3 boys. So yeah, I remember that being really important.
That's
Kim?
interesting. I am the one who did not grow up in a two-parent home. But oddly enough, my mother and her sisters, all 3 of her sisters, they were all married. And with the exception of my father, all the husbands had died in some shape or form throughout,
Wow.
up in time. So when I think about that, there were no men around. There were like boys, the teenage boys. And so what I saw, a lot of my cousins who are like at least 9 years older than me, I was able to see them be in relationships. And so they all had boyfriends and girlfriends. He always brought them around. So it wasn't, you couldn't have one because they all did. But there was also that, don't bring babies home, and that's the sum of relationships. What about the rest of it? So I'm gonna tell y'all a wild fucking story about me and my mother one time. I was in high school and there was this boy that I liked, and I brought him over and we're gonna study and do whatever. And my mother was like, "Who is this? Oh, this is such and such." She proceeded to grill him and ask him, does he believe in God and all of this
Oh
stuff?
yeah, come on.
I was so
Christian
mad.
household.
That motherfucker ain't come back. Okay?
Mm.
Because he was like,
Too much pressure, kid.
nah, I ain't fucking with you because I don't know what's going on. Your mother's grilling me about all kinds of things. And I was like, man, thanks, Mom. He never came back. That was the last of it.
Never
There was
saw him
no
ever
more.
again.
That was the end of that shit.
Damn.
But marriage wasn't talked about. And I think and I'm gonna tell a story too, like, it's a widely known family story. And I think there's been a lot of trauma around, just marriage. Like some of the, people in my life have been, domestic violence and all these other things. And there's trauma around relationships in my family to marriage and thinking about that. And I was never looking at wedding books, thinking about myself in a wedding dress or getting married. So that's never been in like kind of like psyche about my future. So it's all kind of like confusing as a young person because adults never talk to the kids about stuff. You just see shit and you make your own conclusions. And you're like, well, damn, somebody say something to me because I'm making up a story that might not be accurate. Also, I learned my mother and my aunt, they was a little fast. They had a lot of boyfriends as they got older. So it was a very interesting thing. My godfather was somebody my mother used to date, so there was a lot of men around at a particular age range, for the ladies in my life. So it was very interesting. Nobody ever talked to me about that shit. So
My mother had 3 kids after me, so it always felt like she was knocked up.
damn.
So that was interesting too. But I never saw them hugging kids much, but they was fucking. So babies
They didn't want y'all to get any
They
ideas.
was
it was definitely
they was
happening.
fucking.
You would have thought they weren't, but shit, here come these babies.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's just interesting how like those things have shaped up and how they show up in our desirability or who we think we belong with or what we're willing to allow in relationships.
I always wanted to be married.
Sure.
Like that's so interesting because now I'm thinking about it. I've always wanted to be married. I always envisioned it. I used to watch all of the little stories and the girl got married at the end. Yeah, I used to read books.
Come through, Luke and Laura, because I watched them stories too with my aunt.
Yeah, and all the weddings. So I think it is interesting that was always going to be a part of my story some way, somehow. And I have been engaged 3 times. So I guess, yeah.
You was like, I'm gonna keep trying to some motherfucking thing happen.
I told him, I said the 3rd time the charm, brother. I know it. Man, shit. I told him. I don't know if he felt good about that.
Shit.
But I also got 3 boyfriends that died. He was like, I'm not trying to be on that list either, though, girl. So, yeah. He also calls me the Black Widow. I got a lot going on with me, y'all. All right,
we all got trauma. We talked about the formative years, right? What about now? What are some current beauty expectations for Black women? Like this shit is a whole different world. It's a whole different generation, year, and everything.
Yeah, definitely. You see the people getting the Ozempic and the weight loss surgeries for sure. I was actually just talking with a friend of mine about that recently. And how like people are really willing to take a medication that has nothing to do with anything they're actually going through just to be like attractive to the world. And the person that actually works out and has the struggles that come along with not seeing results when you want to, it is a little frustrating to watch people pop up and be like, "Oh girl, look at me. I just lost all this weight. I just woke up this morning. I don't eat bagels." And then like also leaving out that shot that you take once a week that makes you not able to eat anything. So those are the main ones that I'm seeing. A lot of people have been going and getting weight loss surgery sponsored by that place in Atlanta, Goals or whatever.
Oh, I didn't hear about this.
Yeah, well, celebrities. I don't know if you should go there. They've been botching people. I would not suggest going. But it's just very interesting what folks are doing to look attractive solely just for social media purposes is what it seems like, right? To be able to post the picture, to get the likes, to get the engagement. People will delete the picture that they just posted and repost it at a different time in hopes of getting more likes and comments.
Okay, so I just want to piggyback on that real quick. Kim and I received a text the other day. I'm not going to say from who, and I'm going to just read a portion of it. Such and such just called me and said an older diabetic friend has Ozempic for $300 a pen, and a pen can last a month. Y'all in. So I'm just telling you.
Oh my gosh.
It's just that real that we just got hit up. So the Ozempic thing is a real thing. And I think that a lot of times for me in Black culture, white people usually will do stuff first, and then we start to kind of get an understanding of the trend, and then it kind of hits us a little later sometimes. The celebrities have been doing it, but now everybody is on the bandwagon. And I'm not gonna lie, what was it like? I don't know, 6 months ago, my doctor was like, you need to lose 20 pounds because I hurt my knee. And I was like working out and nothing was rolling. But I did get a nutritionist. But did I go see a doctor and did I get a prescription for Wegovy, which is basically the same as Ozempic, and no pharmacy had it. So that is the only reason, and I'm putting my business out there, that is the only reason that I didn't get the shots, is because I could not find a pharmacy in New York that had them, because they were like no one had them in supply. So did I think about going that route? I definitely thought about it, and I wouldn't act like it was just for my knee. It was also because I had got up to a weight that was my highest weight I had ever been to and I was not comfortable. So I was like, well, what am I going to do? And I do think that there's this beauty expectation around having a fat butt and a small waist. Now, that might not be for everyone. I can only speak from where I'm from, right? And what I hear and what I see. And I think that could be a little bit difficult, right? I've always had a booty. My waist hasn't been that bad, but then it's like these waists now is like super small. So there's these unrealistic beauty expectations now that we're dealing with. That's very different. It's almost like a caricature of yourself, right? You got the big lips, then you got a small nose, then you got big boobs, then you got a really, 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 really small waist, and then out of nowhere, I got these hips and this butt. It's like, wow, I don't want to look like that. When I look in the mirror, I want to resemble myself. But I do understand the pressure that these beauty expectations have on people. I'm grateful that I was like, I'm not going to go through no extreme lengths, right? I got a nutritionist. I've lost 22 pounds. So I did it, I guess, quote unquote, the right way. But there is definitely some pressure, I think, that of women of all ages. So I want to put that out there too. I know younger women who have gotten BBLs. And they talked about the pressure to get them and what they see on Instagram, and it feels like all the girls have it for them. That's what they feel like. And so they feel like they have to have it, not realizing they didn't even finish growing yet, right? You haven't even had children. You don't know what your body is going to look like now. So what is it like if you are seeing other Black women and you don't look like them, right? Because of the images that we see on Instagram, it feels like everyone looks like that, when we know that's not true. And how do you resist that and realize whoever I am is enough? As a therapist who sees mainly Black women, there's a lot of conversation about what's enough. And
that's why niggas are considering being on islands with bears. Because maybe it's men. The men are part of the problem. I now see the tie-in with the bear, Kim. I'm there with
the bear. That bitch gonna eat it. Yeah, no, I think I agree with that. And I think also, if you think about before Ozempic was BBLs, before that Botox parties, I think so many people are trying to be perfect. They're getting mommy and me makeovers, no
skin lighteners. Let's not forget about that.
Listen, they get in the hair extensions. They're doing all sorts of stuff. So to be like this really pretty, dainty looking version, and it's not attainable if your body doesn't look like that. People are spending a lot of damn money because they're finding the money to get it done. Or they're going somewhere where it's a little cheaper to get it done. You got to have these, the veneers, baby. The veneers is taking us over.
The veneers need to be stopped. The veneers
taking the girls over.
The
veneers
I was thinking about
getting
some veneers, y'all. Let me be clear.
Not the chiclets.
Put some white.
You got to really spend that 20,000.
Yeah.
You seeing a 3,000 version. That's the chiclet. And then you got the veneer technicians. That's probably the $1,500 version.
That shit is illegal.
They're having an expo in Atlanta to learn how to do veneers in 2 days.
Get the hell out of here! People are looking for these people, and you're trying to get a deal, not realizing what you're doing to your body 10, 20 years from now is definitely going to
People want a nice smile, and they're like, I don't have to wait how long to do braces, to do Invisalign. All of it is a quick fix.
The beauty expectations are for instant gratification. Look good for the gram. I mean, it's damaging when I think about how that impacts our self-esteem and our mental health and how that shows up for us. Like, so many people are insecure about their looks. Girl, SZA, when I saw before and after, I was like, well, damn, ma'am, you got a lot done. And she's very honest about it. And I think about everyone that we look up to.
Only thing about SZA, she's honest sometimes. She be lying.
Be careful about look up to, Kim.
Well, but they look up to you if they want to go get it done. You get what I'm saying to you? They're modeling a behavior that other people are following.
Right.
That's why these Instagram celebrities are getting this shit done for free, because they know when they post it, how many people are going to come. Dr. Miami made bank off of us because he did a lot of work for people and all they did was post about it. So they're trading in that celebrity for that beauty, knowing that they're going to get it done for free because that doctor or whomever is going to make bank off of what they post. And so we're actually taking people and making them feel bad about themselves. And how does that impact your mental health? You don't feel good enough. You don't feel like you're enough or what you have, or somebody's going to find you desirable.
Right.
That desirability piece is huge to all of this.
But what I wish that women would understand is that don't let these men lie to you. They don't care. They find you desirable.
Girl, they be cheating on you with a beanpole. You like, how the hell that happened?
And they're going to cheat if they want to. It has nothing to do with what you look like. I do believe that there are people, though, that say that when I got with you, if you looked a certain way, can you do your best to try and keep it within? Don't lose too much weight. Don't gain too much weight. Keep yourself up and look like what you look like when we met. But I also believe that a lot of women do it for other women. I don't know if it's always for men. Because I think when we get dressed, it's not always for men. It's for us first. But also, other women be the first person to have something to say about what you look like. I think that these kind of expectations, they are impacting our mental health. What is it like to continuously just question whether you're enough all the time? It could be very difficult. I mean, I know that throughout the years, like my hair is not together, I will have a whole breakdown. It's something about that. And I think in the Black community too, because people always pay so much attention to what we look like. I think that that's an issue that Black women have, that everybody has something to say about us.
Yeah.
Every podcast got something to say about who we should date, what we should look like, what should we be doing. Oh, you trying to get all this education.
You want
need
a
to
feminine woman.
Feminine, right. You need to know how to be submissive to a man. It just feels like everyone has something to say about us. Why? Why are we such a focus for everyone? How much money we got, how much money we don't got, how many kids we got, how many baby fathers it is. Are we married? Are we not? And women are taking this in every day. So we don't even know how to have a standard for who we should be, because everyone else is chiming in on who we should be and what we should be. So how do we teach women how to listen to your voice first before you listen to the many voices? But that's why it starts really early in life. What's going on with the parents? And a lot of parents miss the boat. They think that school is going to give their kids everything that they need.
But I push back on that as far as it starting early. I think that's where the foundation is laid. I would definitely say that I wasn't a confident young person. I think there's something to also being self-aware and also actually paying attention to what's going on around you and putting things into perspective. When you have conversations with people that are married, or you have conversations with people that are in these relationships or have kids and have these things, and when people tell you the real deal, and a lot of times the resounding response is, "Ooh, girl, don't do it." Like, a lot of people are like, "Ooh, like, you think you want to do this over here, but I'd kill to have the freedom you have," right? So I think that there's something to also looking at it from a realistic lens. Like, you want a husband, why? You want this, why? You want to look a certain way, why. And let's say you have a conversation with someone that had a BBL and they're like, yeah, I'm getting this attention, but I'm also attracting men that want to control me and only want to buy me things and have me as a trophy and doesn't respect me as a person. You got to dig deeper into it and take that initiative to see if, you know, the thing that you're coveting is actually something that you want, or you just want people to see it, like the post we made on Instagram yesterday. So,
wow,
Okay.
wow. When I think about the current relationship marriage expectations for Black women, I'm not subscribing to that shit because I don't know if it comes from the religious camp, the Hotep camp, the patriarchy camp. The shit is toxic. To me, it sounds like Black women are being told to just accept whatever happens in a relationship, be happy you have a man, cook for him, clean, bug him, you know, be all the things. And, you know, don't say nothing because otherwise you'll lose your man to somebody else. And so do all the things that you can possibly do to keep that person, even though that person, regardless of whatever they want to or not, will do whatever they want. And so I think a lot of women are getting into relationships, like you said, not knowing what the reality is because just what they see. Oh, you see them doing a little wearing the same pajamas, or you see them on vacation in the photos, or you see them doing cute things at dinner and going out and doing stuff. But when they go home and they arguing about who didn't do the dishes and 50-50 and all this other shit, you're not seeing that. And I think people are faking jacks about their relationships. A lot of people are lying about their relationships because what else can you do? You're not going to tell the truth because now you're going to look embarrassed.
right. And taboo, to give balance to it, right? Because I want people at home being like, ooh, like, what is this about? Like my parents, I was a firstborn child. I saw the highs, I saw the lows. And now I see two people that really put in that work and made it something that is sustainable and good and happy for the two of them. But it does take work. And I think people forget that part too. You are two whole individuals with different likes and dislikes and expectations and shit. And when you're trying to get on the same page, that takes some effort. And you may not end up on the same page, or you might be on the same page but not in the same book. So you just have to also go into it being prepared to work and compromise. And I also think that's a big part of the situation with how relationships are presented, is that the compromise piece is not highlighted in a lot of what we're seeing.
I mean, I think, yeah, one of the issues is like happy wife, happy life. What are you talking about? A relationship is about two people. And I think that people don't want to do the work, right? I mean,
They got options. Look at
I'm
the
in
internet.
therapy with people every day, and it's just like, but what happens when you do the work and the person that you're with doesn't do the work, right? So then you working extra time, you know, you're taking on the emotional load of yourself, trying to figure out and manage your emotions, trying to figure out and how to manage the other person's emotions as well. And I think that Black women take on that labor in relationships often. And then they also taking care of the family. And they're trying to manage the partners, and they're not always getting the reciprocal support that they need.
There's a lack of communication. If you get into a relationship and you're not comfortable telling someone what you want and what you need and how it works best for you, you're not going to get what you want. And then you're not happy. And so a lot of people don't know what they want either. I think that's also it too. You haven't had the opportunity to explore. Maybe you've been suppressed. If you only been told don't have no babies or bring them home, how can you know what else is out there for you?
Right.
You haven't been given space to like, okay, do I like this? Do I like that? We had a conversation where we talked about being poly, monogamous, and all of that. Those other kind of relationships. Go check that out, by the way, because that was a good conversation. Monogamy is pushed as the only kind of relationship that is acceptable for a lot of people. So what if that's not what you want? Now you cheating. Shit, tell my motherfucker, I want two of y'all. What's up? Let's go. So I think is a lot of it is traditional ways of being that women have to adhere to in relationships. And what if you told somebody I want to get a little wild and bring somebody here with me too? Like, what's going on? You know, you can't, there's no room for that because you have to be in this subscribed box of like what it means to be a wife or a girlfriend or a partner or whatever. And so, and if you don't feel comfortable saying that to someone, then, you know, your relationship might not go where you think it is. And now you're doing lying. Now you're doing some, you know, backhanded stuff. side chicks and side dudes is a whole motherfucking relationship.
And they keeping marriages together out here.
Okay. Don't talk to that motherfucker. I don't want to talk to you about this. You right.
Listen, that's the only reason your wife's still with you, because the side chick said, listen, I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to help you get through this. You're going to be okay. You don't got to leave. No, I always
they the
help
helpers of the relationship.
They the helpers of the relationship.
That's it.
And I just want to be clear, that has nothing to do with my therapeutic thoughts. That's just Ednesha and her thoughts. No, seriously. But I just think that everybody has a different makeup of a relationship and what they need. So,
yeah. Are we internalizing and perpetuating these expectations, Black women?
I mean, sure, right?
How do we not? I mean, I guess which one, right? But I think that the expectation, when you talk about beauty standards, I also think that there's a large part of the Black community, like, I always got to be fly kind of thing. And that one right there, I think we internalize that sometimes. And that puts a lot of pressure on people always being on. I realize that I do it all the time, like feeling like I always have to be on. And who has time for that? That is just too much work. You want to get mad at the girl that got the bonnet on, but then the other girl who got her lashes done, she got the bundles, she got the Christian Louboutin, like she doing too much too. It's like, which way can I go?
Right.
You can't even
you
be
mad at me when I'm not enough. Right.
That's
you mad when I'm too much, and you mad when I'm not enough. I don't know what to do.
You gotta just be you.
I think a lot of it, the perpetuation is happening because people are jealous and they don't like themselves. So it's like, oh, that's why you look like this. Oh, like you commented on things, right? Just the weirdest shit that people choose to comment on or take issue with is usually rooted in the fact that they're not comfortable with themselves. The amount of times I've had women be like, oh, I wish I was brave like you. I'm like, to do what? Oh, because you got that crop top on. Okay, girl, I'm sure they sell it in your size. I bought it at Target. You can get one too. Like, you can also wear it. Oh, but I would never. Okay, and that's you. And I'm me. And you don't have to. But don't be weird. Like, what I eat don't make you shit. Go on about your business. Go on about your business. Don't be fucking weird.
Yeah. I think it's so interesting. That just made me think about, like, there are some people who just love being a wife, being a girlfriend, but being known for something is something very heavily on when people start complimenting them about a particular thing. And that's the whole shtick about who they are.
It's the label.
Right. Yeah.
It's the label.
Yeah.
Some people need the label, whatever it is. There's the positive labels, there's the negative ones. But that label becomes their identity.
Sure do.
People hold tight to identity.
And that's why you should have something outside of beauty to sustain you.
Hello.
Because that's not the thing that's going to last.
Because beauty also fades, and like, you could gain 20 pounds. You could go to Jamaica and gain 10 pounds and come back and be like, wow, my body.
Let me tell you, I love those women who live unapologetically themselves. Like, thighs save lives. They coming out every summer with the shorty shorts. Because that's right. Live your life. Or, you wear your color hair, you do different colors. Like, I admire people like that because people are talking about them so badly and that people are really downing them. So many women are fighting stereotypes or messages that are being sent to them that are trying to knock them down about just living their lives and being happy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why people don't post those pictures. So how many times you looked at a dress like, oh, my stomach don't look good. Don't post that. Or somebody's like, oh, no, I don't look good in the picture. Don't post the picture. People argue with their friends about posting pictures.
Yep. You damn straight. You better ask me, can you post my picture? I'm one of them.
I'm cropping you out because you're not stopping my joy.
No, it's not about stopping your joy. Just because I took a picture with you, that doesn't mean that you automatically get to put it out to the world. That was a personal picture between the two of us. But that's the issue.
Girl, we was in the club. What you talking about personal?
It doesn't mean that you get to put it on your social media. It's a memory that me and you share. You don't need to share it with everybody else. You should ask me before you put a picture of me up. You can put whatever you want on your social media. Yes. I should get a say-so.
Now, everybody taking photos to put on social media.
No,
and that's
why
they make them take 20 photos
fair.
over. Like, take that one again. I didn't like that.
That's not fair. Everybody is not. There's so many people out here who still don't even have a social media. You got to at least ask. I do think that you should ask people, if I want to take a picture that me and you took together, that should be for us, before you put it out into the world.
See how society is impacting us, y'all.
Right here.
You damn
niggas boxing over photos.
That's
what they do. The girls be fighting.
I tell everybody, how do let me see that picture? Don't you dare put that picture up. Because my eye is closed and you looking amazing. Fuck you. No. You don't care about me. I look high and I don't even get high. But you put it up anyway because you look cute. No, I don't trust y'all.
No, there is something to that. I will say there are some people that definitely are shady and definitely be having their friends look crazy in photos. Like, there are sometimes I've looked at photos and now, why would you post that at your friend?
Right. That's all I'm saying. So I'm done. I'm off my soapbox.
All right. Listen.
Let's give the ladies some tools, but
wait, we got one more question.
Okay.
Are there any changes in media representation that you think could make a positive difference?
I think we're too far gone. I think the shade room is too much and too present in society, that it's just what it is. Right? Even if you look at the shade room, like between the who wore it better post, right? Or the, oh, this person looks different, ... You know what I mean? I just feel like it's just, I don't know. I think right now we're just too far gone. Folks have to find another way to fulfill themselves or ground themselves to feel better about their appearances.
I don't think that we're too far gone. I do think that people have to continue to be intentional about the way that we are represented, and not just one prototype of a Black woman. She looks so different with the hair, the shape, our eyes, like everything about us is so vast. If they can start to put more of that out there, that every movie you see is not the same looking Black girl, I would like to see that. Why? Which is why it's so important that we are making our own movies and we are kind of controlling how we are represented out in society. We can't wait for white people to do that shit because they just gonna do whatever they want, and we're gonna keep having slave movies and shit fucking with them.
To your point, and like when I was if you look in the shade room, like all those girls look the same to me that they post. People have already chosen they found an archetype, whether that was like Kim Kardashian, one of the bugs from Ants. I'm not really sure what we're going for, but people are emulating and recreating the same aesthetic because that's like, there's a reason the IG daddy is an archetype, right? Like, oh,
light skin, long hair,
know. And I feel like until the tide changes, you see white women now are like dissolving fillers, and some Black people and like people are reversing their surgeries. But what is the shift?
Some of them surgeries you can't come back from. That's it. You looking like a cat, like, or a lion,
or ant.
Listen, this shit is crazy. I think, Marquia, I feel like I want to be there with you because it feels like it's so much, and then I think about how different voices do need to be present. Like,
but how do we create the space for them to have that, to go against the grain, when again, this is why we're arguing about man or bear, because so many folks are so hell-bent on, one, having other women find them attractive, but two, if the goal is to be married, because we all know, oh, you bitches is mad because you ain't got no man. Oh, you bitches is mad because you ain't got no husband. That's a favorite. You know what I mean? So it's like,
God, anytime it's a beef, right? Like, why we gotta go there?
Don't nobody want your raggedy husband who don't do nothing for you, girl. Stop it. Don't make me pull the card and tell the truth on you, because I'm embarrassed you expeditiously.
So if that's the goal, right? If we're all competing for these men that want to split bills and, all the, Instagram would you rathers, how do we get out of this loop to differentiate once again and feel attractive when, the girls want the Drakes and the I don't even know what other rappers people are checking for now.
Listen,
yeah, I
Drake be
don't
getting
know.
the BBL too, so we good. He good. He good. All right, now we getting some tools, right? What are some ways that Black women can resist conforming to harmful beauty relationship standards? Because I think that's important. It's not just about media representation. It's like things you can actively do. So, did y'all see what I put on there? Y'all got to choose a lyric or to sing a rap before you tell the tip.
Oh,
This is very
okay.
chaotic. Damn, I love the burning. Beyonce
Listen, you
said
got
she's
comfortable
a
in my. There it
right.
is. Go
She's a
ahead. Do that
hero.
one. Do that one, Marquia. Go
But
ahead.
let me tell you, actually, my favorite line in there is when she said she kissed my scars because I love what they made. Okay?
Mm.
Beyonce was telling y'all, like going through your
She
things and
said,
feeling the
comfortable
things.
in my
Okay.
skin,
Yes.
cozy with
Cozy
who
with
I
who I
am.
am. I love myself. Goddamn
Oh,
cozy. Cozy.
God, let them know
And
the
like
tip,
T.S.
girl.
Madison said, baby, what she said, dark skin, light
Next
skin,
skin.
beige,
Bitch, I'm
fluorescent
black.
beige, bitch, I'm black.
Yes, yes.
She said, been thick, been fine, been
Yes, she
like
did.
listen. Beyonce, yes, a moment. So, yep, I think it's important to prioritize self-care that nurtures you holistically. So, think about your mind, think about your body, and how you can feel better about yourself. So, whether that be like physical activity, skincare, sleep. Let me tell you something. Sleep is an underrated cheat code,
It
okay? Because you be
is.
delirious in these streets, okay? Y'all be sleeping, and then you're out here like, oh, I'm ugly. No, you just need to go to bed. You just need to go to bed.
Go to sleep.
And maybe eat a sandwich or a
Oh,
I
salad.
said, go
Lord.
lay
I
down.
can't.
And you'll
Which one
feel
you
better.
want,
Let me tell
Rudy?
you. Eating and sleeping, cheat codes right there. You don't know how powerful they are.
Come on, Woody. Give me one. Give me one. Which one you want to do more?
Oh, yeah. You gotta have the mind state like I'm so great and can't nobody do it like you
Okay.
do. Miraculous, phenomenal. Ain't nobody in here stopping you. Show no love, cause you what's up? Look at yourself in the mirror like what the fuck? Listen, I
Damn, I look good. It
good.
can't nobody.
Nobody do it like Kim didn't add the rest of it.
Okay,
she
you know
she
the
put
rest
the
of it.
hard
I
part
got a
on my
little
Okay,
fat
bill.
butt.
but my shorty told me that he like it like that.
Hey,
Right. She could have gave me the easy part.
you gotta have
that
the
that
I had to
that
mileage.
find a beat in my head and everything just now.
and the beat was not trying to get caught.
Listen,
It was running like a runaway slave.
I was doing my best. That
Like she
that
was
that
there.
fucking song was made 20 years ago. You expected me to remember that shit
Yo, it was given the Jay-Z me. It was given.
I tried, okay? I was trying to everybody.
What's
I
the
did
top? What's
rap
the
in my
tip?
high school talent show. Okay, I just want to put it out there.
I was
Okay,
trying to find
so the
R&B
tip.
for you, but I was like, fuck it, that's the one we're gonna do.
So the tip is, let's be clear, y'all. Social media can and is toxic at times and damaging to your self-esteem, which is why it's important for us to consume media that positively represents Black women and supports creators and platforms that celebrate Black women of all shades, shapes, and sizes.
See? You
Yes, I
did
think that
it.
is
I did
very
it.
important.
I did
Okay, so
it.
Kim,
Okay.
go ahead and rap
All right. Listen, I
or
said you
sing.
don't need no beat. You better hype your bestie up. You don't
Yeah,
need your beat. You better hype your bestie up. Tell your
yeah.
best friend she better throw it. Throw it.
Throw it.
Throw it.
Throw it.
Throw it.
Throw it.
You
Now,
know?
what if she don't got nothing to throw? That's
Well,
the
she
shit
could
you
She
throw
gonna
a
could
get on here?
bow.
throw her
She could
little
throw her.
pancakes. She
She
better
could
throw her
throw.
little pancakes,
She
okay?
could throw her back,
Throw your
Okay.
spine, girl. Arch your back.
but don't get scoliosis.
Oh Lord, get the tip.
Surround yourself with friends and family who reinforce positive messages about beauty and self-worth because it can provide a strong counterbalance to negative external messages. When I tell you, a friend would love to hear, yo, girl, you look good in that. That's important sometimes, though, as friends who give us that and family
And
members.
also tell her when it's not for her.
Oh,
Tell
damn.
her both.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
No, because don't let her go outside looking crazy.
Well,
Now,
don't say it how you about to say it. Talk about tell her. I'm
no,
gonna be
I
like,
mean
what are
let
the
her
other
know, like,
options? I'm gonna be
right,
like, what are
Right.
we? Is this the
maybe
only
not
one?
that one. What are our other options?
What happened to
Damn.
that one you bought? What about the other dress we looked like? I'd be good for like, oh, I think I like that
I'll be
other one.
like,
You have that.
you know what I love you in? This color.
Right. Right.
Like, that's what's good for you, the A-line shape. Girl, get that A-line. The A-line be hooking it up on you.
When me and Kim go out, I'll be like, where's your foundation at? Stop playing with me. You know we got somewhere to go today.
That sounds abusive.
Girl.
Kim, are you okay?
Put it on.
I ain't coddling nobody.
I carry the foundation.
She be in the bathroom with that shit, figuring it out though. I don't play about the foundation. I don't ask her for nothing else. Give me a little good lip and some foundation.
That's it.
And let's roll.
That's it.
I didn't ask her for bronzer, blush, contour, none of it. Okay? I just asked her for the simple shit in life.
Just give me one good one. So that's it, y'all. You know what? This was a good conversation. Sometimes our conversations go left, right, upside down. But fuck it, this is who we are. Y'all been rocking with us for 4 seasons.
I got lost somewhere in there, but then I came back.
I know. That's why I came back to it.
You got lost in that beat, baby.
Oh. Where's the positive reinforcement when you need it?
Friend, I mean, you said to be honest. You said your preference is honesty. And honestly.
That was rough.
that
like, is that
start.
really, Mom?
It is.
I was trying to do it in my head like, miraculous.
Yeah, miraculous took you down.
And also, that's not the lyrics that I remember. Because you make up your own shit.
Oh, girl,
like, you know what I mean? Yeah, hell yeah.
So we was rapping for y'all today. That's what I wanted to do for episode 2 of season 4. Did we come up with a title? Because we didn't have one.
It's giving cozy, comfortable in my skin.
Okay, I'm gonna redo it then. All right,
cozy.
We are on episode 2 for season 4, entitled "Cozy, Comfortable in My Skin."
Woo.
Or maybe uncomfortable. Who knows?
I love myself. Goddamn.
Okay. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Marquia, take us out, girl. We done.
Okay, so I thought we were going to recycle an old one, but I guess not. Thank you for listening to the Black Woman Be Whole podcast. Y'all don't respect me. Thank you for listening to the Black Woman Be Whole podcast. As always, you can find us on social media at Black Woman Be Whole, whether that be Facebook, whether that be Instagram. You can head over to our website at blackwomanbewhole.com. You can check out old episodes. You can sign up for happy hours. And just keep up with everything that we're doing. Also, hey, Ami, I did see you, girl, in the comments being excited that we were back. So always going to give you a special shout out. And yeah, we'll catch y'all next time. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Black Woman Be Whole podcast. If you want to keep up with what we're doing, you can find us on Instagram at Black Woman Be Whole, on Facebook at Black Woman Be Whole. You can even go to our website, blackwomanbewhole.com, where you can join our mailing list and you can find out what we're doing as far as events, where we'll be, if we're vending. You can also get a heads up on any information about upcoming podcasts and any product releases we're having. We appreciate you, sis. We'll see you next time.